The Rams have wrapped up OTAs from Oxnard, California. With the Los Angeles Times, this is Gary Klein. I'm Lindsey Thiry, and from day one, the story's been all about quarterback Jared Goff. On the final day, well, it was probably one that he'd soon rather forget. Of course, Gary has to take it all the way through the summer into training camp.
Jared Goff got a lot of opportunities today, not only with the first team offense, but also the second team. Multiple interceptions. But I think this being the last day, no one really cared about that on the field as much as what's happening moving forward. And Jeff Fisher reiterated that Case Keenum is going to be the starter going into training camp, but I think there's no question Goff is going to be pushing to possibly start that opener. And
when you say no one cared, it's probably because a lot of these players are making a rush to the airport to get home for summer vacation. On defense, Alec Ogletree made the transition to middle linebacker. How do you think the transition went?
I think given the fact that they're not in pads, that there's no contact, he did a really nice job in terms of establishing himself as the leader of this defense. This is who everyone is looking to after losing those veterans, and I think for a first phase, Ogletree stepped up and established himself.
General Manager Les Snead was asked afterwards what his optimism level was during OTAs, if it climbed, and he said it really remained unchanged and that it won't change until training camp and until they play those first preseason games. Looking ahead, what do you think they can expect in Irvine?
Well, I think they're hoping that everyone's going to come in healthy, number one, and they stress that they really don't have that many practices before they get into that first exhibition game with the Cowboys. And that, for fans, is when and for us, is when you're really going to see what Jared Goff is capable of. Fisher reiterated they are not going to play him until he's ready. They're not going to put him in a position to fail. And so that training camp workout, those exhibition games are going to be very, very important to see how fast he's coming along.
It's officially summer vacation for the Rams, but be sure to keep it on the Los Angeles Times because we're always working, right, Gary? From Oxnard, California, that'll do it from the Rams OTAs. With Gary Klein, I'm Lindsey Thiry for the Los Angeles Times.